And here we go. So we have an update, version 112.6. I've seen even other people post about the firmware update. I was busy printing a Hue Forge, so I didn't do it until now. I know everybody's going on about the encrypted RFID tags. There is a workaround already for it, so that's really not a concern for me. I also use my Flipper Zero as well, so I've already tested that out. That works fine. Anyways, we'll come back once this is downloaded and updating. Something else just to mention, I've always used a wired connection for my printers. Max 3, K2. I've got a little switch back there for any printers or devices on my desk here. I don't suggest using Wi-Fi with these, especially the Max 3. They're really hit or miss. So it's downloaded the firmware. It's just installing it now. Currently the machine's just chilling. Oh. And it just rebooted it. Let's see what it does. Imagine if it just bricked it. Just didn't come back on. Just boot loops. Woo! So has anybody noticed anything strange since the firmware update, or everything's been smooth? Sort of wondering when there's going to be an update for Creality Studio 6. Oh. CFS is coming to life. Bed's dropping. It's like the motors went off. And it's still sitting there, loading. You know, something I should have did before I did this update was save my printer.config. I'm likely going to have to go in and make a few changes in order to adequately compensate for my taco bed. CFS is still just sitting there chilling. I think it's ready to go. It's just waiting for the printer to connect to it. Still loading. It's taking its sweet time. Oh. CFS is coming alive, and boom, she's back on. So CFS is pulling in some filament from roll 1. Now it's doing roll 2. So I think what it's doing right now is it's going to check the RFID tags. I know part of this update is the encryption on the RFIDs. I don't have any in there right now that are RFID. So alright, on to roll 3. Now I'll notice on the it's just doing roll 3 on the print screen itself, the hot end bed and chamber temp are not available yet. Now you see these rings here, or rings, these rolls here actually have rings on them. So they're actually a little small for, without them on there for this well, for AMS or CFS. I'm using the everyone rings. They seem to fit on the particular rolls that I have here. Alright, so just did the 4th. And now it's just sitting here. I noticed the camera. Yep. Oh, the Wi-Fi logo. I don't have Wi-Fi connected, but it's popped in, and next should be temperatures, I'm thinking. I could likely see exactly what it's doing in fluid right now, but most users are going to be standing here doing exactly what I'm doing right now. So again, CFS is ready to go. It's connected. But as of right now, I'm not sure what it's doing. It's like the camera keeps connecting and disconnecting. Yeah, I really don't know what this is doing right now. So it still doesn't see the CFS. And we're like basically 6+ minutes into this. And at this point I'm wondering, you know, should I leave it for a little bit? Or should I power cycle it? Instinctively, I know I should probably just let it go for maybe like half an hour or however long it needs. It could possibly be doing some updates in the background. You know, the average user may think, oh, it's not doing anything and just power cycle it. Well, it could be doing a firmware update to the board, and that's a good way of breaking things. Anyways, I'm gonna leave this for a little bit, come back to it. Yeah. So something, there's the camera. Now look, it's showing us, it's done, it's not doing anything right now, but there's our temperatures, and it's available in fluid. Check this out, come back to the screen, still showing no temperatures, and the camera randomly flashing. It's literally not doing anything. So it's like looking at fluid there, it's safe to power cycle it. So after doing the update, I wonder if the actual printer needs to be power cycled for the screen to properly reconnect in with fluid and the back end stuff. All right, one sec. All right, so CFS is starting to come to life after reboot, and it's going to go through its process of trying to read the rolls. So far, the screen still isn't coming alive. I guess the best way to put it, the screen's alive, it's just not reporting back statistics on the thermistors. At least on the screen, it is in fluid. Sort of waiting for it to go through this process. Oh wow, this takes a while. My. Alright. So, that's done. Where are the temperature values? Like, this thing's done loading. Doesn't show it here. Let's set a temperature on it and just 100 degrees. Oh look. Fan just came on. And it's still not reporting back any temperatures. Let's put 60 on the bed. Let's see what the fans show. Side fan. It's not turning on the side fan. The bed's not getting warm. Interesting. Was it? This isn't really cool, is it? What's going on? Okay. I think I might have to reset this to default. I want to keep my time. I want to keep my G-code files. Really? Alright, I think what we're gonna do is run a full calibration. How do I unload it if I can't? Alright. Let's set it at 200. I'm gonna see that not. Yeah, the bed's actually warm, so it so the problem that I have right now is, like, I don't know how hot the hot end is. Like, I'm not sitting at my computer on fluid, right? So I'm sort of just, like, guessing right now. It's still not reading the CFS. Okay, it's got to be at least 200 now. Let's retract. So it need, okay. Generic. Oh my god. Generic, PLA. Alright. Color not select. Okay, let's select color. White. Please select filament type. Oh god. Are we in? Are we stuck in a loop here? Oh, okay, so it's saying it's on the side spool holder. Wow. Okay, so I hit retract. Filament detected in extruder. There's nothing in that PTFE tube. So here's what sucks. Like, you know, keep my G-code files, whatever. Let's go to restore. Please unload. Well, how do I unload if... And it doesn't have the CFS is there, so it's not going to push anything. I don't really know what to do at this point. think I'm gonna go into Creality Studio, or maybe power cycle this again. I'm gonna end this video for now. So this is where I'm at, updating my K2Plus. Awesome, eh? Burn Station 3D out. This is absolutely crazy, okay? You can't do anything in Creality Print 6. So, like, it connects, I can see the camera, I've got a live feed, you can't input any temperatures. You go to preview, CFS isn't showing up. No option to try to map or do anything at all. I've closed Creality Studio 6. And one sec here. Here's fluid. So basically showing the same thing in console it was showing earlier. It's showing the temperatures here. I haven't tried setting or doing anything from here, but there's the camera feed. Okay, back in here at the printer, K2Plus. Looks still doing the same thing where it's showing the camera like flashing on the screen, like the little logo. Yeah, it's not showing any temperatures here. CFS is on. It's like it's connected. But what's going on? Did I brick it? Did Creality brick this? Come on now. Like, this should be basic stuff, guys. Come on now. So right now I'm gonna do a little bit of a deep dive into this and figure out what's going on. But as of right now, I'm essentially stuck with a printer that I can't do anything with. Can't reset default on the screen. Can't do my calibrations. So yeah, what do I do? Drop some comments below. Alright, so here we go. I went into fluid and got the bed heated to 60. Got the nozzle heated to 220. And I homed it. And it successfully homed. And after doing that, I was able to go and do the calibration. So it's going through a self-check right now. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna work fine after this. But really though, come on, Creality. I really shouldn't have to like log into Fluid. It wouldn't even allow me to communicate or do anything through Creality Cloud or through Creality software. So like legit, like decide if you're gonna make a clipper printer or not. Like this sort of in-between thing is not really doing it for me. That's where I'm at right now. Burn Station 3D out. I'll be back in a little bit after this is done. Alright, we back. So self-check complete. Boom. Everything's back to normal. So yeah, it was a little bit weird. Now I was on the Creality Discord group and was speaking with Jam and Collins. I'll give you a shout out. I'm pretty sure that's his username. He made some changes to the configuration. I was going to load it on this just to try the changes that he made, improvements from previous firmware. I didn't, but he mentioned that the changes that were done to the mesh from the prior firmware when moving to the new firmware can cause this problem. So if you've made any custom changes to your mesh, i.e. Like upped your mesh probe count, whatever, and you upgrade to this new firmware on your K2Plus, you may experience this issue. So just something to be aware of. Yeah, everything passed, good to go. I can set my temperatures now, say 100 degrees, Bing shows it. Let's see if we can see the CFS now. There, CFS, we're all good. So burn station 3D out. It's all fixed. I don't have a bricked K2Plus. Now let's see how this works now.